Greetings to you, my friends, wherever you may be viewing from. And thank you for joining me on this episode of Bayou Gold Guy. I am Bayou Gold Guy. And since I've been sitting here for more than a minute, guess who hops up in my lap immediately when we're here at the desk? Yeah, so Gizmo, say hi to the peoples. And I'm surprised I don't have cats on me yet either. Anytime I sit down, he plays for more than 2 minutes, and they're either on top of me or behind me or somewhere. But we are in the house today at the desk. We're going to be doing something a little different than we've done on the channel before. Instead of a gold pay dirt review, we're going to be doing a gold carat review and checking out some mostly gold nugget sales, Gold Bay, a couple of others, our Miss Kimosons, some Lynch, and checking out the different varieties that I've gotten from these, and some of them are the crystallized gold or the high carat gold. So we'll see how it works out. I've never done it before, so this may be a real short video if I try to do this and nothing shows up. It'll be all right. Well, thanks for stopping by and have a good night. Or we'll see how it goes. But I'd gotten this this test kit in from probably it's been 8 months or more ago, and yeah, it had some leakage in it apparently because the stone, some of the acid got out. There's one bottle that is a little bit more than the other three in it. They're all the same level, so I'm not sure what might have leaked out. There's no liquid in the bag that it was contained in, but it got through it, and like I said, it's got the little stone that you put it on, rub your gold on to test that had gotten stained. So I cleaned it up, and I know you're supposed to use like baking soda and water on these to neutralize the acid, like in between if you're using it much, or wanting to make sure you've got a clean stone for the next test on your acids. So yeah, we'll see how it works, because I'm interested to see, like I said, most of the time, gold in America, in most parts of it, it's about 18 karat, and then there's parts that have the higher carat numbers to them, 20, 21 karat, 22 karat. So we've got like some of the gold nugget sales high grader. That was a high carat. But the test kit, it goes from 10, 14, 18 to 22, and so there's no. I mean, it'd be nice if it had a 20 or 21 carat in between the 18 and the 22, just to be more accurate. But we'll deal with it. We're not going to worry about the 10 carat or probably even the 14 carat. We'll start with the 18 to 20 on most of it to see. I don't know, we might start with some 14 to see how, just to test it out. So, and before that though, I went out and I had something that came in the mail today, and so I opened it up, as I am wont to do when I receive packages in the mail, and it turns out it was a Merry Christmas wish. No, a Christmas wish that's merry and bright, and got the little stockings on it there. And when you open it up, it says, "Bayou Gold BGG, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you." And then it says here, "May your holiday season be filled with delight." And then keep Christ in Christmas, S3ep, and his signature R. He got in there. And then there's a little something that seemed to be taped in the corner, and I mean on the other side of it there. And it says, "Surprise, let's go Brandon." So that kind of hints that there's something there. It feels rather round and coinish. And sure enough, man, check that out. It is a colored. Can we get a good shot on the? We'll look at it whenever I turn the camera around the other direction. But yeah, the Trump presidential coin with the insignia on the back, gold on the back, and then the gold with the color on the front. I do not have anything like that, so that is very cool, T-Rep. Thank you so much, brother. That is awesome. And then in the bottom of it, it says something there. First gold pay dirt has about 0.29 G. And that's written there at the bottom of the card. And sure enough, there is a second envelope in here. And it's something that's it's bubble wrapped nicely. So we will. And that bottle looks, that shape of that looks rather familiar. And sure enough, I think it looks like he repurposed my bottle and sent it back to me with looks like it's loaded with black sand. So there you go. Well, T-Rep, yeah, I mean, you could have just put it in the eye. You could have, you know, didn't have to send back your Christmas bottle. Apparently, T-Rep is not the sentimental type. But, so yeah, but that is cool, brother. This is his first pay dirt that he sent to me. So he's gotten a lot of mine over the years. I know that. And yeah, and I can always add some black sand to the collection. So very cool. So we'll be doing that as a pay dirt. So T-Rep, thank you so much, brother. And that Trump coin is just excellent. And yeah, those little bottles were from. I was buying I'd get them at the store for like $2.50 a piece for the Crown Royal, like your airplane size bottles. And I was getting the apple. They have the apple flavor, the vanilla flavor, and the peach flavor. And I was wanting to get one of those bottles for the holidays to have either the apple or the peach, because I tried, and they do it at the grocery store. Some days you'll go through there and they'll on the weekend, and they'll have like sampling of different liquors, and they had done it. They were doing Crown Royal, and besides the regular flavor, they had the vanilla and the apple and the peach, and all of them really taste good on those little shots that they give you. But, you know, when you go to drink a bottle of it, it may not be that good. And that's kind of the way it was whenever I tried the peach, and had gotten several of those, enough to have a couple of drinks worth out of it. And it was the sweet. It's really a good flavor, but I just think it's more than I'd really want to drink a lot of, more than other than paying a couple of bucks and having a little bottle to drink once in a while. Same thing with the apple. The apple had a really good flavor to it, as far as not an artificial apple flavor to a liquor. I've had a lot of apple flavored bourbons that are, not a lot, but a couple of them that just tasted like shit. So I was surprised how good even the vanilla was it was very sweet, but it was a very good flavored vanilla for the Crown Royal. But so yeah, I opted out, just not getting any of those, and got the big bottle of rum that made it. I'm still finishing off here now. So yeah, that's a big bottle. Lasts me about over 3 weeks. So yeah, I don't drink a whole lot. So especially since I quit smoking, and just don't tend to drink as much either. It seems, for whatever reason, because it was always kind of hand in hand with having a drink and a cigarette. So, and safety meetings just can't keep up with that. So. And the lungs don't want it either. So that being said, well, thank you again, T-Rep, for that. Let's turn to our current gold epicenter of South Louisiana, our desk, and check out some of our goods. And there you see in the background, there's Mr. Ed Kelly sent me those, along with those stickers. Y'all got a lot of the Let's Go Brandon stickers. He sent me that very cool chrome, like for your car, auto owner. But then we've got our Bayou Gold Guy light from Creed at 9 Finger Mining. that he makes that with his laser shooter gun thing, laser printer thing that he makes his stickers and such with. You've seen the Piss on Brandon sticker that I'd gotten from him that he'd sent with stuff, but that is basically, that's a picture of my, y'all may recognize that from that's my sticker that was made for me for, we can get the light to be right on it here. But yeah, you can see that's the actual sticker that I had drawn originally, and then Jammin' Jeff made a sticker out of that for me and sent me an envelope of those. But yeah, that's the same picture that he scanned and did with his thing. So you can do it for your channel name, for your symbol, anything that he can get a reading on to do so. Very nice. It's got the variety of, it comes with the little remote. It's got all the different settings on it, so you can go like to a flash. If I can get it to, now I say that it won't. My battery may be running down on this remote from as long as I've been having it, or that may be blocking something. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. There's the flash mode. It's weird. There's like almost a half-second delay between that and my camera every time. So yeah, and then it's got the, let's see, the other, then that's where it goes with a slower fade. It fades from color to color. That's another version of it where it gets to a little longer fade. Or you can click on a constant color of any of the, there's the yellow where it'll just hold on the yellow color, or on a blue. But you can even adjust the like, that's the lighter blue setting, and then there it goes through to the purple, darker and darker. So very, very neat. And I think it was like I'm not sure, I can't remember. It wasn't expensive. It was like, $25 or $35 or something like that, plus shipping on it. It's got the battery pack, or it can plug in with the USB into your like you can see in the back there, I've got it plugged into a USB extension plug, and then that plugs into my extension cord there on it. But yeah, I'd use that. The batteries, it won't last very long on it, even though it's LED. When it's got a lot of functions like that, it seems to burn them out quicker. So, but yeah, if y'all, I'll leave a link to Creed's 9-Figure Mining. There in the, yeah, there's the fast flash buy, and then there's a different version of that, which I never was sure what, those two seem to be pretty much the same. And then, like I said, I usually have it on that where it's the slower fade, where it goes through. So very cool. Plus, he also did the slate that I've shown y'all before, that I got from him, Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting, with Schrodinger, my sweet little kitty that I'd lost right when I started doing my channel. So, but you can see there's our gold kit, and you can see it's 22 karat. That one's the 18 karat, and then that one's the 14 karat, and then the yellow is the 10 karat. And there's supposed to be a silver tester in this, but they did not. It did not. It said it included it, but it does not have the vial in this. So, but what we're supposed to basically do is just take your chosen bit of gold. There's our lovely coin. Kill this light. That's awesome. Very nice. So I've got some of for instance, that's our $150 a gram Gold Bay gold from the, I think it was Eagle's Nest. That was my display piece that came in that with the big chunk of quartz on it. Fortunately, he allowed for a little extra gold in that. There's another piece there with a lot of quartz running through it that's very, very cool. And there were a couple other pieces that actually went out with the, I believe it was the Bioniques. Did I put? I know I've sent out some of that with some of my parent from time to time, but then we've got our big nugget we're going to check out with our from gold nugget sales. That's a piece of my leaf gold, a big leaf gold nugget from the large leaf, which when you order that, it comes with a minimum 1 gram nugget, and normally it's over 1.5 grams. I think this is 1.7 grams, but it's that leaf gold. So for the size of it, it's very thin compared to the size of it. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. We've got, again, some of our gold nugget sales. This is that awesome gold that he just came out with, his White Horse, which is just beautiful stuff. And I have no idea what the carat values on that, but it looks like it is definitely looks like it is a premium gold as far as carat weight carats would go. And then this one is just our standard, this is our standard gold nugget sales. And that was the last nugget that I got. This is the stuff that I get when I get my golden garnets bag. It's the same gold that you would get from your standard 3 gram chunky that he sells, again with a minimum 1 gram nugget. And once more, these usually come out to at least 1.6 to 1.8 almost that I've seen on them. So just beautiful pieces of gold that you can get. That one looks almost like the reminiscent of the leaf gold. It's very flat and thin, but this was not the leaf gold. This was one that came with the garnets. And same there, there's my, y'all might have seen that one before, my chicken leg. It looks like a chicken leg hind quarter to me. But you see something different. Sometimes you see it could look like an elephant with its trunk. You turn it the right way, and yeah, so very cool. That's one of the awesome things about gold. So, and then we've got our vials there with the different, some from our Gold Bay crystallized with all that black in it. There's our high grader, which I can't remember if the high grader was 21 or 22 karat. And again, there's some of the Gold Bay gold nugget sales, crystallized gold. Did I say Gold Bay on that one? I meant gold nugget for that high grader. And then there's some of our Blue Tundra. This is the 21 karat Arctic gold that we get from them. Here is our Oregon gold from Gold Nugget sales that came with from the Coyote Creek. Beautiful stuff there. And this is some of the first gold that I ever got. There's in the first vial. And you can see like that little quartz piece right there is from Miners Depot. And then I've got some in there that's the first piece I got ever, which was from Klesh. And the first little nugget I'd ever gotten, which was from Paystreak, their elite nugget, which actually they did have a 0.47 gram nugget in it, so we might check some of that out too. So let me back out of there. I guess we should start. Let's I don't know, where do we start? With a piece of our standard gold nugget sales. Oh, and then we've also got, that is my beautiful nugget from Vendetta. The almost 5, I think it's 4.8 grams, just short of 5. And then we have our, come on, it's hard to focus. It doesn't want to focus with that. Catch it in the background there, does it? Our beautiful piece there that I just got in, that was from Jordan at Gold Thumb Prospecting. It sent me that in his pay dirt, and that is a piece of the Australian gold, first piece of Australian gold that I've gotten, that he put in there, especially in his pay dirt, which, again, that was just very, very awesome of him, and an awesome bag, an awesome jar of pay dirt he made up, the beignet on the bayou. And then we've got that nice little nugget there that I couldn't remember last time. It was from Novice Star, had done a auction, and I'd gotten a little amount of gold from him at watch out, don't be messing, at a really good price for some nuggets. I think somebody's already gotten one or won one of those that I had of the couple. There's my Mr. Minix, very flat, nicely shaped piece that I got from him as well. So we might check these fossil displays are really cool because they're so easy to use. You just, I want to say that. I don't want to pop it open and flip it around. Yeah, you just pop it open and your gold sits wherever you want to put it. And we'll check our Australian. I'm going to look and see on. I'm not sure. I don't want to mess up any of my gold as far as anything. I don't think it takes that much off of it. Let's okay, so let's start with our basic beginning with our beautiful, that's that gold nugget sales. The last time I'd gotten the golden garnet bag, I'd ask Mike if he had something that was like a rougher piece rather than a smoother piece of gold, like the smoother flatten. And he said, "Yeah, I think I got something you like." And sure enough, that's what he put in there for me. This beautiful. Just check out the character on that. So yeah, when you're ordering your stuff from Gold Nugget Sales from Mike, if you contact him and you've got a request, he'll usually do whatever he can to make you happy. And like I said, that was just a beautiful, beautiful piece. So let's see. I want to rub it on a side where it doesn't have anything too thin looking on it. And I know you want to. Oh, okay. Well, that left a pretty good. That left a pretty good mark right there. It looks like I didn't push that hard on it. Geez, that's almost like writing in gold marker. Check that out. So, all right, that's our first, and doesn't look like it. You don't want to shave weight off your gold. So, all right, we'll keep it in the order that we have set up behind it. So there's our first one. Here's our gold nugget sales with our White Horse gold. And there's a little smaller piece there. That's a beautiful, again, very nice character and color on it. It looks like it left a very, very nice, easy mark on it. Then next we'll do our leaf gold. Again, from Gold Nugget Sales, and I've got a little piece of it down here that, well, no, it's not hurting my nuggets any. We'll go ahead and use the big one there. I don't want to keep them too close together. So Yeah, like I said, it looks like you're just leaving a thin layer of gold marker on there. That's really crazy. I don't see. That's where I rubbed it, was on the end there. Yeah, you can kind of see right there where it's got that shine exposed, where it's a little bit flattened out. So it actually does take off. Like if you were doing this with a ring or some piece of jewelry, just be aware that, yeah, when you're testing it, it does flatten the side. And then our last is, let's find a piece that's pretty small and frail. All right, there's that's a little piece of that, but that is the same gold, so we should be able to, let's see if we can. This is not wanting to. It's not wanting to mark as well. It's got the lightest, but I think that's enough to get a reading on. I'm trying to do it where my fingers aren't smearing it. And then we'll finish off with our big Vendetta nugget here. Yeah, you can see right there where it just barely shows a difference of flattening that little layer of gold off. But it is minimal. So, all right, well, there we have our gold set. Let's see. See, you can see a little bit of difference in the amount of shine on them. So I guess we'll start with our 14. And we take it and we just draw a line across our, well, these are still sealed up because I've never opened them. So it's got the little plastic I need to break. Hold on. All right, let's extend our first one here a little bit more, just so it's I can keep my lines a little more even. So we got them in line. So there's our first one's the 14 karat. And there you can see, I don't know if the glare doesn't get it, that they are all, hold on, damn it. I had a paper towel here somewhere. Yeah, you can see that none of that is, ooh, you see it smoking whenever I touch it with the paper. All right, well, let's go ahead now and go with the 18 karat. Ran a little thinner on the end, but I think we're still going to get the same. It got plenty of, watch out, it's running. It'd be nice if I could get it to not flow out in such a heavy amount. But yeah, you can see that all of our golds made it through the 18 karat line. Now let's see if, damn it, I guess we better extend all of our stuff out a bit more. That's weird hearing gold make a screechy sound like that. Another piece of our white horse here. gold nugget sales standard. Oh, I'm thinking, where's that? I put it back in the wrong one. And then our, let's see, our big nugget here on the end. And our piece of, just check out that beetle again. That stuff is so awesome. That Eagle's Nest Mine gold from Gold Bay. This used to always be so cool. I'd get that stuff from. That's where I got my quartz gold from him. Got the wire gold from him, and all he has now is just 1 gram, 3 gram, 15 gram. Standard. I guess we can go ahead and get a little more mark off of this one, maybe without damaging it. None of the awesome variety that Gold Bay was known for having. All right, now this is our 22 karat. So we'll give it a minute. You can see it. It's been long enough that that other stuff still has not eaten through the gold for the 18 karat. So all that was very strong 18 karat. And for the 22 karat there, you're beginning to see a little. On our first one, it looks like we're losing that line. On our second one, which is that the white horse, you can see there still is a little bit that's holding on. So I don't know, does that make it a high 21, 22? I'm not sure how the science works on the acids on these golds as far as the variation on their carat, but now you can see up here when we get to our leaf gold, that's our leaf gold right there, and it is still very much showing through for the 22 karat. Our high dollar, that's the $150 a gram Eagle Nest crystallized gold. And you can see it's still very well holding its. And even our nugget from Gold Nugget Sales, our beautiful big, almost 5 gram nugget there. There it is. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. Has not dissolved away at 22 carats. So that is really impressive, I would say. And, assuming that these acids are, acid is an acid, so I don't think it's, you don't get a lot of variation. Scratching there's not too much I can do to falsify the readings on this stuff, I don't think, by being the first time ever doing it. So like I said, you can still see there where it is not eaten through the last 3 at all. It did fade out a lot, finally went through the white horse, but it's still holding a very little bit of color in it. So again, I'm not sure that not dissolving all of it means that it is close to the 22. That's, again, I'm not sure how refined this is to the exacting measurements on one correlating to the other as far as acid versus the gold. So you can see the one on the end is still held up, our big nugget. So very cool, man. And as you look all the way down where this stuff's been sitting there for a while now, and it is not eating away any of that. So all of that. So I would imagine that our gold nugget sales looks like it's got to be close to the 20, 21 carat mark on most of his stuff, it would seem, and definitely over, over 22 or at 22 carats on his leaf gold and his his leaf gold, and close to it on his white horse. So yeah, very interesting. Like I said, I'm hoping I did that right. Any of you guys that have done this before, or if you see any discrepancies, and now you can see where it's starting to finally wear that away a little bit on that 22 karat off of the leaf gold, starting to, but it's got to sit there a long time and it's still showing through. So all right, let's I'm gonna clean this up and hit it with the baking soda, and we'll try maybe a couple more of our things. This video's getting a little longer than I wanted to. I'll see what I can edit down on it, but very, very interesting results, I would think. For, it's kind of cool because it's gold that you go use all the time. Well, all right, I washed up our stone, used the baking soda on it, so it's pretty neutralized. I have to say that last batch left me curious. So this is our Gold Bay crystallized gold that I'd gotten. I think this stuff was like $125 a gram. Some incredible pieces though. So let's take one of these and we'll mark off a spot here on the edge. We're just going to go with the 18 and the 22 this round. So there we've got. I actually had to rub pretty hard to get that to take that much. Not nearly as it's not coming off nearly as easy as it did on the other stuff, but that's a very unique gold. And next we have our Gold Nugget Sales High Grader. That's my cow. That was my first nugget after that 0.4 gram that I'd gotten from Pastry. That was my first nugget over, I think that's 0.70 or something like that, of the High Grader. Like I said, it always reminded me of a little dog or a cow, depending on which way you looked at it. But yeah, beautiful. I know that's some of John R. Prospecting's favorite gold. Just always had that very buttery quality to it. So this is our High Grader. Let's go ahead and see if it'll leave a. There we go. You can see it's definitely more visible than the crystallized. And then our next piece is from the our Miss Kimosons, the Arctic Tundra Gold, and this stuff is 21 karat. So it should. I'm just basically doing it to see if it'll show through like the other did. It's just hard to get it where I'm not dragging my fingers on it as I'm rubbing it on here. We got 3 to do, so I want to have room. 3 more to do. I think that'll work. Our next one is from the Coyote Creek gold from Gold Nugget Sales, which was that beautiful, and all of it was about that size. It was I'd asked Mike if he'd gotten any, like for his personal collection, if there were any nuggets that came out of that formation from Coyote Creek and this Oregon gold, and he's like, no, that was all pretty much. That's about the biggest, some of the biggest size you're going to see. But it is just some awesome looking gold. Has definitely a very unique look to it. So we'll get a reading on this one as well. Yeah, you're my girl crying. Yeah, there's my little baby girl, my mama. So that one kind of spread out, but it got what we needed. And then last but not least, my Lynch gold. And that's I've got. It's hard to the sizes I've got. The only reason I've got anything big enough to really even scrape from Lynch is because I've gotten the 1 gram and the 1 gram plus whatever to 2 gram for the gizmos that were the larger jars rather than the normal small bags like I'd always get from the Belmont, the Vultures, the Gizmo. But they always would say that their gold was 20, 21 karat. So there is our last scratch for that one. All right, well, let's start with our, let's see, that's the 22. Here's our 18. 14, no, yeah, red's 18. Our red cap. I would really expect all of this to last through the 18. That put out a really thin line that time. I'm sitting here looking, trying to see if it's how it's doing. That's our it starts out with our crystallized gold there from Gold Bay. You can see the particles of gold floating in the acid. That middle one right there is our Blue Tundra that's supposed to be 21 karat. It looks like it's dissolving with 18 on that one. And then there's our Oregon Gold, and then our Lynch 21 karat. And I don't know about you guys, but the high grader looks like it's holding on to its color. But the chemosins, looks like the Oregon's trying to hang on. And the Lynch, it seems to be fading too, but it's, like I said, you can look at it for yourself there and see. It looks like the Gold Bay on the beginning there, the crystallized is gone. The high grader's hanging on. The chemosins is gone. The Oregon is holding on. It looks like the Lynch is barely hanging on. Again, I might be not rubbing these in hard enough or leaving enough gold behind maybe. Let's try our 22 karat. Now, see, of course, this is probably stuff I should have started out with a 14 on instead of like I did on the first one. Thinking, oh, okay, well, no, that's no need to mess with the 14. But yeah, you can see the ones that have held on and not dissolved. So yeah, chemosins, either we must have gotten a piece that was not a 21 karat piece. That doesn't mean all of it isn't. It just means that piece wasn't. I mean, 18, yeah, 21. That wasn't even 18 karat. Same with the crystallized on the end from Gold Bay. That stuff didn't even. Of course, there's always natural impurities in gold, whether it's silver or any other number of trace metals that can show up in it. So on the 22 karat, nothing, of course, on the Gold Bay. Our high grader looks like it's hanging on there at the top. And our Blue Tundra it hasn't dissolved quite away yet. The Oregon Gold is gone, and it looks like our Lynch 21 karat is not 21 karat either. Or maybe it is, it does make it to 22, but you can see down here it's kind of dissolving away. So again, I'm not sure about the varying degrees of this stuff eating through the gold for, I know you give it a few minutes, and y'all saw from the other one it was on for quite a few minutes there, so you can still see where our 18 karat is still surviving the Lynch here, there, and our high grader there. It looks like some of the Ms. Chemosons is still showing up there in that. So I'm not, like I said, I did use the baking soda on this to try to neutralize everything before we redid it. So not nearly as conclusive on this round as it was with our first batch, which is odd because I was thinking just the opposite was going to be the case. Which I guess isn't that the way things usually go. That you know, what you anticipate is rarely what you come up with. So yeah, like I said, it's trying to hit it with a different light, different zooms. But like I said, our Miss Chemosons there seems to be holding a little bit of that 22 better than it did on the 18. Our high grader survived it, as well did our Oregon, and it's like our Lynch. So very interesting. Wipe it off with the towel, and that wipes it down pretty good. So I wiped it down first, and then I hit it with the baking soda and water. So I'm pretty sure that I had it back to factory specs for that last round. But like I said, it was a little surprise. We did not do our. I didn't want to chew up my beautiful Australian nugget there. I didn't want to put a flat edge on any of it. I already know Australian gold is high carat. It looked like it was. We didn't need to test that. I didn't want to mess with it. So there we have it. Like I said, it was different for sure, and it's always cool to break out some gold and play with it. That was enjoyable. So if that was something that was new to you, I hope you enjoyed that and maybe learned a little something about the gold that you have been buying. Of course, the Lynch is no longer available, but you can still get plenty of gold nugget sales. Miss Chemoson's gold, Gold Bay. Like I said, they don't have any of this specialty gold anymore, but they do have the standard. It was always nice Gold Bay gold, the 1 gram, 3 gram, 15 gram, half ounce, or an ounce buckets. So, yes, indeed. Well, so there we have it. I have to say, I do not like wiping off the gold remnants off that stone. I feel like I'm wasting gold. Yeah, it's If you can see it sparkling there in little flake, hell, I pan for stuff like that to recover it. I don't. We work hard for our gold in this house. We don't be wiping our gold away and throwing it away. So yeah, it's counterintuitive to having gold, to scrape it off on a stone and then wipe it off with a towel. But I get it's so minute. But it does, like I said, it does actually leave a little burr or a little flat spot on your gold. So yeah, like I said, interesting results on that. And hopefully, like I said, I was accurate with my handling of it. So, like I said, leave a comment if you've done that, or if you checked gold, if you've gotten different readings from any of these companies that I showed. And I guess that will wrap up this episode of Bayou Gold Guy. I have been your host, Bayou Gold Guy. My little guys are off on their own, so I don't have anybody sitting in my lap at this point. I can move freely. And thank you again to S3ep for the awesome coin and pay dirt that he sent, and the Christmas card. Really thank you so much, my friend. And yeah, I'd sent him a bottle before he actually won one on the live chat. So yeah, I think that one that I showed is the one that I sent him for before Christmas, not the pay dirt bottle that he had just won and sent him. So yeah, thank you again, my friend, and again, thanks to Mr. Ed Kelly for our beautiful. Y'all got a lot of the Ed Let's Go Brandon stickers that he had sent me, and some of the coins, the Trump coins that went out, he had sent. So just a very generous guy, and then on top of that, sent me some garnets that y'all have gotten in your pay dirts as well, and just got a whole list. Thank you again to Creed for the awesome display, and like I said, leave a link for anybody that wants to get something like that for their channel or their desk or what have you, with anything that you want to send that he can laser engrave into it. He can make it for you. And again, thank you again to our good friend Jam and Jeff, JJ Prospecting, who had made up these stickers for me and sent them to me. And I still haven't done it myself. So, and while we're on that subject as well, I'm going to be doing a video coming out here with the very cool Christmas present I got from CVP, Chef V Prospecting, his new stickers, and these awesome variety of six sauces. And I got a pack of wings. I'm gonna do we're gonna do a couple of wings for each sauce. You can see it's got the list of all the selections there that we have in the bottom, and try those out. So again, thank you so much for that, for Chef. And all right, well, that being said, I hope y'all have an awesome weekend. Thank you for being with me on this episode. If you've not hit that like or subscribe button, please maybe click that if you're so inclined, and try to bump the algorithm a little bit on the old channel, since YouTube's very happy to keep shadow banning me and not recommending these videos to you. Check your subscription, because a number of people have contacted me that they have been unsubscribed, and this is not, they unsubscribe because it's a channel you don't watch. They watch and they still get knocked off. And the same thing, I have channels that are not necessarily the gold community that I keep getting knocked off of, that are and these are even a lot bigger channels than we deal with on here. But yeah, it's just a thing. If you're a conservative in any way channel in YouTube, you're targeted. And it's only going to get worse in the upcoming months with the election looming, and the disaster that's the current administration just being exposed more and more every day. And yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene just did a thing today showing that when Biden was overseas, one of those falls that he took made him crap himself. And this is like common, been going around the inside up there that that was and it was very evident apparently that he had and again he had he like let out this long loud fart when he was like dealing with the king and queen over there on that thing, and that was from their reporting, not ours. So between his bodily functions, his brain, and his just crumbling, decrepit nature and corrupt soul, I could definitely see them cheating everybody like they're doing on the Democrat side to not allow any kind of alternative candidates, and then get through till spring, and get through to fall, and in late spring going into the summer, throwing Big Mike Obama in there and try to get that piece of shit for president, because it's already been the third term of Obama as it is. Everybody in the White House was past Obama people, so it'll just be more of exactly the same crap, except with even more corrupt, deviant, scumbag, lying criminals that would rival Biden. Because don't think that Joe Biden got away with all this shit when he was vice president without Big Barry Obama and his boyfriend profiting off of it as well. You think they're going to let them make money and them not get their cut? Obama's got to wet his beak. So yeah, it's my friends, it is critical that we put a stop to this, and take these traitorous scum down and get them out, get them arrested, get them in jail. Actually let there be some consequences. Republicans are just a weak, feckless scumbag party. That's why I have nothing to do with them. We're America first, Trump party, MAGA party. This is a uniparty. Whenever the Republicans and Democrats are all in sync, they're pushing when the Democrats are pushing for Nikki Haley. The mainstream media is pushing for Nikki Haley. The last person you want on your ballot is Nikki Haley. Old bird brain. She's another one that's barely competent to speak English, and just a sellout all the way around. So, all right, my friends. Well, thank you again. Take care, and we will see you on the next one. Till then, peace out.